Hey everyone, Shane here with etrailer.com. Today I have a 2020 Mazda CX-9 and I want to walk through how to install the Curt Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This is what our hitch is going to look like once it's installed. You can see the cross tube is completely hidden behind the bumper fascia. The only thing we're really going to see is our receiver tube and our safety chain tie downs. Steel construction, black powder coat finish, really going to hold up well in all weather conditions. Adding a Class 3 hitch like this gives you a lot of different options for hitch mount accessories. Maybe you want to put a bike rack on so we don't have to try to load the bikes inside the vehicle, or try to load them on a roof rack. Cargo carrier. We want to get some cargo out from inside, put it on the cargo carrier to make a little bit more room for our passengers, or maybe you want to pull a small trailer, a small camper or something like that. This hitch is going to be able to, or allow you to do a lot of different things. As I mentioned, Class 3 hitch. I have a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening, so gives you a lot of different options for hitch mount accessories. Reinforced collar gives us a little extra stability there. The hitch pin hole is going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. Takes a standard 5/8 hitch pin. Hitch pin and clip does not come with this hitch, however they can be found here at etrailer.com. We're going to have plate style safety chain loops. You can see very large openings. This allows us to accommodate different size safety chain hooks. Maybe we have a trailer that has some larger hooks on it. You can see they fit very well. I'm going to give you a few measurements and weight capacities to help you when deciding on any of those hitch mount accessories. From the ground to the top innermost part of our receiver tube is going to be about 13.5 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories that may require a little bit more ground clearance. From the center of our hitch pin hole to the outermost part of our bumper is going to be about 5 inches. That number is important for any of your hitch mount accessories like your bike racks and cargo carriers that may fold up against the vehicle. You want to make sure they're not going to make contact. As far as weight capacities go, we're going to have a 600-pound max tongue weight, which is the downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. So when you're loading the cargo carrier or bike rack, you want to make sure you're not exceeding that downward pressure. We're going to have a 4,000-pound gross trailer weight, which is how much the hitch can pull. That's going to be the trailer plus the load included. You can use weight distribution with this hitch. Those numbers are going to stay the same. I always recommend checking the owner's manual of the Mazda. Make sure the vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. You're going to go with the lowest number between the vehicle and the hitch. Now that we've gone over some of the features, let's walk through how to get it installed. To start your installation, we need to take a support strap. You can hang it anywhere. I like to go from the springs. It's a little easy. We're going to go underneath our exhaust. Cinch that up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to remove the rubber isolator from the exhaust so our exhaust will hang and allow us to get our hitch in place. We're going to have a hanger here. Spray it down with a little bit of lubrication, soapy water, anything to help that slide off there a little bit easier. We'll have one here on our driver's side. We'll have one towards the front on our driver's side, right in front of our muffler. And then we'll have a fourth one on the passenger side in front of our muffler. Next we're going to take a pry bar and we're going to pry the end of our rubber isolator off of the guide post. And we're going to repeat that same thing for the 3 remaining hangers. Once we get all 4 of our isolators off, we can use our strap to slowly lower our exhaust down. What we don't want to do is we don't want our exhaust to support itself because it'll damage it up towards the front of the vehicle. Next we need to remove this lower trim piece and the brackets that are holding it in place. You can see a little notch there. We're going to take a trim panel tool, flathead screwdriver, pry out the center, and then pull out the base. That'll allow you to move this panel. This will not be reinstalled. It's hard to see with the camera, the 2 bolts that we have to remove. One's going to be up here and the other one's going to be on the other side. We'll use a 10mm socket to remove those. Give me a little clip right there. You're going to reach up on top, push that in, and this will pop out. We're going to repeat that same process for the other one. This will not be reinstalled. Next we need to install our hardware in our frame rail. We're going to take our pull wire, spring side. We're going to start with the forwardmost hole. We're going to feed the spring in, and it's going to come out here. like that. You're going to take your spacer block, slide it on, slide it up into the frame. Take your carriage bolt, thread it onto the spring, feed it up into the hole, and then out there. For this one, it's going to be reverse pull. For the reverse pull, we'll take our spring in, we're going to put on our spacer block, we're going to thread on our carriage bolt, we're going to feed the carriage bolt up into the hole first, followed by the spacer block. And then back down. We're going to repeat that same process on the other frame rail. Now with an extra set of hands, we're going to raise our hitch into position. We're going to raise it up over our exhaust, take our pull wires, feed them through the corresponding holes in the hitch. Raise it up. We'll get one nut on each side that'll hold our hitch up in place while we install our remaining hardware. Next we'll come back with a 3/4 inch socket, tighten, and then torque all of our hardware to the specifications and the instructions. I'm going to repeat that for all remaining hardware. Next we can come back and we can raise our exhaust back into place. It's a good idea when you're raising your exhaust back up, go ahead and spray down the inside of the isolator. It'll make it slide on the post a little bit easier. We'll slide on each one of our isolators. Once you get those on, you can remove your safety strap. Once you get your strap removed, you're ready to go. It's going to do it for a look at and installation on the Curt Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver on a 2020 Mazda CX-9.